What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tino here, and we're here today to preview the Netflix Raw debut episode, as we're only 2 hours away until Raw is officially on streaming Netflix. It's going to be 3 hours, supposedly, or they said it could be 3.5 hours, and apparently there's no time limit, which is a good and a bad thing. But we're here to preview the show. I'm going to give you some bold last-minute predictions. We're going to talk about what will go down, what might go down, and all that good stuff. So if you guys got any questions, you guys hear anything, we did have the reveal of the new stage. So if you want to go and check that out, that is on the social medias. Triple H did a voiceover that will be starting off the show on Raw when the episode begins. So if you want to go watch that. But we're here today. Like I said, we're going to preview the show, talk about it, and then we'll be back here at 7 o'clock to watch the show as long as it may be. But let's get to the chat first, and let's see who we got in here. We got J-Dog in here. What's up, J-Dog? We got Hassan in the house. What's up, Hassan? I appreciate you stopping by. And then we got our guy, Rocco. What's up, Rocco? I appreciate you guys all stopping by. If, like I said, guys, you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, all that good stuff, please hit that like button, all that stuff here on the channel. But let's go over what we got going down here for this stacked show that they're kind of building up like it's a PLE. And here it is. We got The Rock. The Rock confirmed this past weekend that he will be at the show. Logan Paul will also now officially the newest member of the Monday Night Raw roster is there. We got Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan for the women's WWE Women's World Championship. I got yelled at apparently because I called Tiffany Stratton's championship the wrong one. We got Jey Uso taking on Drew McIntyre. We got CM Punk taking on Seth Rollins. That will main event the show. And then as you see in the back and as you see at the top, we got the Tribal Combat match. It is Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. It's going to start off the show. And guys, we've made it. And it's finally time. Sadly, it's going to be an emotional year, but we're going to get through it together because the farewell tour of our guy John Cena has officially begun, and it begins tonight on Monday Night Raw. As we'll see John Cena probably cut a promo or something else like that. Maybe he'll have a match. Maybe he'll have an open challenge. We'll have to see what happens. But he is going to be here officially all year. And I'm excited to see what John Cena will say. I will say one thing that I do think that he will really say and officially say. I think that he's going to say that he's in the Royal Rumble. Or I think he actually did say that he's already going to be in the Royal Rumble match. But either way, I think that's what we're going to hear from John Cena. We're also going to have apparently Hulk Hogan is going to show up. And we are going to see the return of the Dead Man, The Undertaker, and probably maybe some more surprises. We'll have to wait and see. But let's go over the show. Like I said, we're going to go through the matches, talk to you about what I think John Cena will say, what I think The Rock will say. We got a performance by Travis Scott, Logan Paul, and so on and so forth. So if you guys, like I said, anything you want to talk about here right now, let me know. But we're going to be here for about like 20, 25 minutes. We'll talk about it. And then I'll say goodbye. And then we'll come back here at 7 o'clock and watch all this stuff go down. And if you did not see, we're starting it off tonight with the Tribal Combat match with Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. It is for the Ula Fala. It is for all the marbles. It is to find out. And it is time to find out who the real tribal chief is. Is it Roman Reigns? Or is it the Timu bloodline, Solo Sikoa? We're going to find out as that is going to start off the show. Now, the way I think that this match is going to go, I think we could definitely see a lot of shenanigans, and I think we could see a lot of different things go down. It is a tribal combat match, so as I said, we'll probably see Tama Tonga, we'll probably see Jacob Fatu. We will also probably see a bunch of the people that, maybe we'll see Jimmy and Jay. I know Jay's got the match against Drew, but we could see a bunch of them. I think we will definitely see Jimmy. Maybe we'll see Sammy. I think it's going to be all-out chaos. Do I believe that it's going to be like the WrestleMania 40 match with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes? No, I do not believe it's going to be like that. But I do believe that it's going to be really good, and it should be a really good way to start off the show. Now, who's going to win the match? I personally want Roman Reigns to win, and I'm going to take Roman Reigns to win this match. But I do believe that there is a chance and an opportunity that they do possibly have Solo Sikoa win this. Or we see some type of shenanigans go down where somebody helps Solo Sikoa. Maybe somebody helps Roman Reigns. Maybe Paul Heyman turns on Roman Reigns. I don't know. The way Paul Heyman's been dressing, the way Paul Heyman's been whatever, that's going to be one of my bold predictions. I'm going to say that Paul Heyman turns on Roman Reigns and joins Solo Sikoa and helps Solo Sikoa win the Ula Fala and officially become the real tribal chief. And as Solo said on Friday, he will acknowledge Roman Reigns if he wins this match. And I hope Roman does win this match. But I think we could see some type of shenanigans. And I do also believe this might not also be the last time that we see these guys go at it. And who knows, we could possibly see them go at it again at the Royal Rumble. But Tribal Combat, I'm going to take Roman Reigns. But I feel like there's a big opportunity and a big chance that Solo Sikoa could win this match. Now let's talk about the other one guy that is part of the OG bloodline. It is our guy Jey Uso, yeet, as he is going to be taking, right, yeah, that's right, no, yeah, that's Jey, right, yeah, that's Jey. I'm losing it. We got Jey and Drew. I don't know what I was doing. Anyway, Jey and Drew going at it here tonight. Obviously, Drew McIntyre has had his problems. He's got a hit list, and Jey Uso is one of them. He already took care of Sami Zayn, and now he's going to try to take care of Jey Uso. And I do believe that we are going to see Drew McIntyre win this match. I think that Drew McIntyre is going to continue to try to hit all the guys on his hit list. And apparently there's been rumors of him possibly going over to SmackDown in this transfer window or whatever that they're calling this stuff that they're doing right now. I have no idea. But I'm going to say Drew McIntyre wins. I'm going to say it's a really good match. But in the end, Drew's just going to knock another guy off of his hit list. Now, Logan Paul. What the hell is Logan Paul going to do on Monday Night Raw? Well, we could see them combine the John Cena and Logan Paul. We could see John Cena and Logan Paul go at it. We could see them definitely have themselves a little bit of a promo battle or something else like that. We could see Logan Paul possibly call out the world champion. Maybe we see Logan Paul just come out and just say whatever the hell he wants to say. But I'm very curious to see where and what they do with Logan Paul, because there's been rumors of him possibly facing John Cena. They did say it could happen at WrestleMania, but then they said it couldn't happen and it wasn't going to happen. So we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, a lot can change from now until April. But Logan Paul is going to be on Raw now officially on Netflix. Obviously, he wants to be where the big names are and wants to be on Netflix, of course, you know. But Logan Paul, I do believe that we're going to see John Cena and Logan Paul eventually. I don't know if it does start tonight. I'm not trying to get my hopes up for anything, but I think we'll see just Logan Paul come out and cut a promo. The one thing that I am worried about, though, with this show is I hope we're not getting a bunch of random promos just talking about the history of Raw and Hulk Hogan coming out and rambling and yada, yada, yada. I hope it actually does something and leads to something, or I don't know. But should be interesting to see what happens with Mr. Logan Paul, as he is now officially part of the main roster. We got Travis Scott. Travis Scott will be having a performance, so I will have to take a break during that because we do not want to get copywritten. And no matter how hard I try, I've tried to turn the volume to like 4 or 5 before with music, and I always get copywritten. So we'll have to take a break during that performance, but Travis Scott will be performing on the show tonight, so make sure you check that out. We also have The Rock. Dwayne Johnson announced this past weekend, as he was at the Golden Globes last week having himself a good time with Miss Ava Raine, Miss NXT's general manager. Ava Raine, The Rock's daughter, obviously, there at the Golden Globes. And The Rock announced that he will be on Raw Netflix. They are saying that he's going to cut a promo. I do believe, and they did say that The Rock doesn't really have any plans. I've seen stuff where they said he does have plans. But I do believe that The Rock will have to say something, and he will definitely bring up something about Cody. Who knows, maybe he'll tease something like he did when he said he wants to sit at the head of the table with Roman Reigns. I don't know. Again, expectations are very low because, as I always like to say, I never like to get my hopes up too high with these shows because usually I get let down and usually it's not as big as they say. And again, they could say whatever they want, but until you actually do it, I say it all the time with anything. You could say whatever. You could smile. You could do whatever. Hearts, blah, blah, blah. But you got to show some action. You got to do it. Like Triple H. They've said it. They said, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. And it never happens. So until it actually happens, I want to see what will go down and everything else like that. But The Rock will be on the show. We'll have to see. And we'll have to see what The Rock is cooking. If you can smell. Because The Rock is coming back to Netflix. And he's going to be there. And it should be a good time. And this hour and 45 minutes is going to go by super duper slow. Let's talk about a match, though, is because we do have a lot of promos. Like I said, Hulk Hogan is going to be there. Undertaker is going to be there. I do believe that we could have some surprises. Joe Hendry said he could show up last week. I think it was on NXT when they were giving away the awards for Moment of the Year. He said Joe Hendry could show up anytime, anywhere. And then the Netflix promo hit. So do not put past. Maybe Joe Hendry comes out with Logan Paul or so. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Now let's talk about another match, though, as we have Liv Morgan taking on Rhea Ripley for the Women's Championship, WWE Women's World Champion. Again, I got yelled at apparently because I called the Tiffany Stratton the wrong champion, and I got everything. And yeah, what's up, Joe? We got Joe in the house. What's up, Joe? Yeah, Joe, give me your predictions. We are right now predicting Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. And this is the only title match on the show, as you guys see on the poster I keep showing you, that all the stuff that we will be having going down tonight. This is the only title match. And, they're probably maybe going to want to do a big moment. And I do believe that if they want to do it, I think we could possibly see Rhea Ripley win. And that is going to be another one of my bold predictions, is that I'm going to say Mommy Rhea Ripley walks out of Raw Netflix, the debut episode, as your new champion, and Liv Morgan and Dirty Dominic Mysterio are sitting there all sad and not having themselves a good time at all, because Mommy's going to be standing on top and she's going to be running through the division. And we saw her on the commercial. I saw her on a couple things today. I saw her like 5 times in the video thing that I told you guys earlier to go check out. It is on WWE's Instagram, probably Twitter, and all the social medias. It's like a 2.5, 3-minute video of just the promo that's going to start off the show tonight. But I think this is where we could possibly see the man, Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is rumored to return here tonight. They're hyping this show up like it's going to be a PLE, even though it's not a PLE, but it is a PLE now. I don't know what we're doing here, but should be a good one, and it should be exciting to see. And I think that we could see that, and we could see Becky Lynch possibly coming out and confronting Rhea Ripley after Rhea Ripley wins the title against Liv Morgan. I think Liv Morgan will obviously get a rematch. We'll see something else go down. But I'm very interested to see what happens. And again, Liv Morgan could very well win, and all of the stuff I just said means absolutely nothing. But I do believe that we will see Becky Lynch at some point during this match also. If not, she probably just makes an appearance and she cuts a promo, just like Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker. Now, let's talk about it. And let's talk about the match that will main event the show. It is CM Punk taking on Seth Rollins. It is about 10 plus years in the making. We've been wanting to see this match since they stared off in NXT when CM Punk was the WWE champion and Seth Rollins was the NXT world champion. Oh, it's going to be oh so sweet. And obviously this is the match that was supposed to happen last year at WrestleMania, but because of injuries and unfortunate scenarios, we were not able to see it. But here we are 1 year almost later, and we're about to see it go down. And hey, I always like to say everything always happens for a reason, and everything always will make sense eventually. And here it is, main event in Raw Netflix, and it might be even better now because they've gotten more time to build, and I think it's going to be a great match. I'm excited to see what these two can do, and I don't think it will be the only match. I think that we could possibly see them both have a match at Royal Rumble and be in the Royal Rumble match, which we've seen obviously in the past. If you go back and if you watch a bunch of the Royal Rumbles, we've seen it with guys like Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, guys that will lose a title in the first match, and then they go and they compete in the Royal Rumble match. Or we saw guys that were in both in the match, such as MVP and The Miz from Royal Rumble 2010 when they fought for the U.S. title. We could possibly see that go down. And obviously they're not fighting for a title, but I do not believe this will be the last time that these two go at it and fight each other. And that is why I'm going to say that Seth Rollins is not going to win the first match. I think CM Punk's going to win. I take my Chicago guy, we got to stick together. But I believe that CM Punk will win the first one. I think Seth Rollins will win the second one. And I do believe that we'll get a third match, maybe at the Elimination Chamber, maybe at WrestleMania. We'll have to see where it goes. But I think this is going to be a trilogy, and I'm excited to see it go down. And that is why I believe CM Punk, the best in the world, is going to win this match. And he's going to walk out Raw Netflix as the man that defeated the Visionary. And Seth, I love you, bro. We love football because I don't even care if Chicago Bears beat the Packers. You love to see it, even though the Packers are in the playoffs and, Bears are sitting at home. That was our Super Bowl yesterday as a Bears fan. So we love football. So maybe Seth will just take that and he'll beat CM Punk. But I'm going to take CM Punk to win this match. Now, I've been dreading it. I don't want to talk about it as much, but we're going to have to anyway. And we're going to get through it together, guys, because it all begins tonight after it started on a beautiful day at the Allstate Arena in June back in the early 2000s when a guy named the prototype Mr. John Cena came out and he told Kurt Angle that he had ruthless aggression. He slapped him in the face. They had a good match. John Cena lost. But here we are almost 20 plus years later, and the man has decided that it's finally time to say goodbye, and the retirement tour begins tonight on Raw Netflix. As you guys have seen, John Cena has said that he will be, and his last match will be in December of this year, and he will no longer compete after the year 2025. So we got to cherish every moment. We got to cherish every show. He said he will be at 30 plus dates, which means there's 52 weeks in the year, which means there'll probably be like 2-3 weeks that he takes off, as other superstars do, such as CM Punk, Seth Rollins, etc., etc. He has committed time to WWE. He does not have any big TV shows or movies or anything else like that. I know he did a lot of things that, like last year for Peacemaker and stuff like that. So I think a lot of that stuff will come out this year. And then obviously next year when he's done, I'm sure he'll come out with like a quadrillion movies. But what does John Cena have to say tonight? What does he do? Where does he go? And where does this retirement tour begin? To be honest, I think he's already in the Royal Rumble match. So I don't think that he's going to announce that because obviously I think that is going to what happens. I think John Cena is going to come out and cut a promo. I believe that he will be interrupted by maybe his first rivalry. And maybe that is Logan Paul. Maybe that is somebody like a Randy Orton. Maybe CM Punk, even though Randy Orton's dealing with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton is out of action right now. I feel like we got to revisit that Randy Orton John Cena rivalry at some point. Maybe it could be a new superstar. Maybe there could be somebody coming over from SmackDown. And, I think it's going to come up to John Cena. I think he's going to come out, though, and cut a promo. He's going to make us all cry a little. And somebody's going to interrupt. And then we're going to see that rivalry begin. And we'll see where it goes. I do, but like I said, he is in the Royal Rumble match. So, again, he could win it. I think it would be awesome to see John Cena win his third Royal Rumble match, tie Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan, and be like all the greats and everything else like that. But I don't, like I said, I always don't like to get my hopes up with anything else. So I'll just say that John Cena cuts a promo, and the person that he starts a feud with and will come out and interrupt him. And just for the sake of it, let's just say that it is Logan Paul. Or let's say that who is the Intercontinental Champion? Let's say Bron Breakker comes out. If it's not Logan Paul, let's say Bron Breakker comes out and interrupts the GOAT, Mr. John Cena, and says, "You've been here, old timer, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. It's my house now. He's going to be like Roman Reigns. He's going to be like, it's my yard now after he beat The Undertaker." But if it's not Logan Paul, like I said, because there are a lot of time in this show, so we could see Logan Paul cut a promo and then maybe come back out. Or maybe they just combine the two. But I'm going to say it's Logan Paul or Bron Breakker that he starts a rivalry with. And maybe he does become a Grand Slam champion. And that is another bold prediction that I have just for the year in general. I think I said it on my year in review episode, I believe that John Cena will either do one or the other. He will become a Grand Slam champion, or he is going to win his 17th World Championship. And that is what I do believe John Cena will do. Either way, I would love to see him do both, but I just don't think that it's going to happen. And if it does, awesome. But as I just said, too, I believe that it will all come down to what John Cena wants to do and who he wants to work with in his last year in the WWE. And I'm just happy that he's giving us this time and this moment to be able to cherish and just be able to see him compete one last time. So if you do have the opportunity to go to an event anywhere, if he has performing Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views, PLEs, live shows, I would definitely go and see John Cena, because after this year, you're not going to be able to see him. So we got a 3.5-hour show. Yes, I said that. I did not stutter. And I did not say that wrong. We have a 3.5-hour show tonight, which means we will not be done until 10:30 Central Standard Time. So, guys, go eat some dinner. Go get a snack. Go take an hour nap if you need to. If I could, I would. But I'd probably fall asleep and miss the Netflix debut. That would totally be me. I'd wake up at like 9:30 and be like, oh, crap, what's the main event? But go do what you got to do. Go follow all the social medias. Become a member. Get your merchandise, all that good stuff. Go check out the OTM guys. Go check out the Main Event Network. Go check out the Southside Boys, as we got some big news coming. We're a little late on it, but stuff has been happening. We've been having some stuff going down. But we haven't forgot about you guys, and nothing's really been going on in baseball yet. So, Southside Boys are still here for you. So go check us out on TikTok, Twitter, and X, Twitter, TikTok, and all the social medias. Make sure, though, guys, before you do, you hit this like button, you subscribe on the road to 3K. And lastly, guys, turn that notification button on so you know when we go live next, which will be at 7 o'clock, as it's finally time that Raw is on Netflix, live on Netflix. Come and hang out as we start the farewell tour. The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Undertaker, Roman, Cody, Bianca, all of the superstars, surprises, and much more going to go down on the Raw Netflix debut episode. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out here today. I appreciate it. I will see you guys all here at 7 o'clock. I appreciate it, and yada, yada, yada. Now I'm just rambling. But, guys, go turn that notification button on. Go and do all that good stuff. Joe, you are tonight's MVP, and I'll see you guys all tonight on Raw Netflix. It's the debut episode.